What you doing, Langston? Yo, man, I didn't know that the Harlem Shake was back. Dun, 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 dun. Special delivery. Dun, dun, dun. Take that, take that. I didn't know. Real talk. It wasn't until I was looking on CBS, CNN, and I saw the governor of New Jersey and the mayors in those specific cities in New Jersey, like Mine Hill, they were on camera doing the Harlem Shake. Yeah, for real. They were shook. Because ain't no such things as halfway crooks, either scared to death or scared to luck. Talking about them drones, you know what I'm saying, flying over their houses. Out of all my years, man, out of all my years on this planet, I've never seen the fear in the eyes of non-blacks. Never. But those drones, so-called drones that is, in reality, they need to call them unidentified aerial phenomenals or unidentified flying objects. They got them white folks shook. That's real talk. And I understand it. You know what I'm saying? They go to the federal government and ask the federal government, you know what I'm saying? The governors or the citizens of New Jersey, New York. They go to the federal government, the FAA, Department of Homeland Security. He asking them questions and none of these people know anything. Man, you know, they brush them off. Man, it ain't nothing but a couple of, you know, hobbyists out there with drones and some regular airplanes. Your eyes is playing tricks on you. And I get it. They shook out there or up there. Real talk. But see, this is the thing. You know, I've been binging off of this all this weekend, man. And the reality of it is, you know, oftentimes we want to make ourselves feel good. You know what I'm saying? So what these governors and mayors in these specific cities such as in New York or in New Jersey, what they're really asking the government to say is, hey, listen, you can lie to us, but tell us something. And it's crazy. I'm sitting down and I'm eating popcorn and I'm watching this movie play out and I'm loving it. I'm going to be real with you. I've never in my life seen fear, anxiety, hopelessness in a non-black's eyes since I've been on this planet. Never saw it. And it's crazy to me, man, how when it appears that they have no control, how they act. And these motherfuckers are going crazy, man. I truly believe if the federal government don't come out and say something, if Joe Biden don't say something, there will definitely be civil unrest. That's real shit. And they put themselves in an awkward situation. What I mean by that is, you know, like our government. They've said, well, you know what? These drones, they're following the FAA guidelines. They're flying the drones. They are what appears to be drones. They're flying at I think it's under 400 feet. They have the red and the green lights. You know what I'm saying? To show that what direction they're going to and all the rest of that stuff on their wings. And I'm like, I know the American people are looking at these the federal government like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? These drones are flying over military bases. They're breaking all types of laws and regulations. They're flying over airports. What are you talking about? Power grids. And this is not just in New York and New Jersey, or Connecticut, or Philly, or Maryland. Or as of yesterday, I saw them flying over the White House. So, a lot of these places are no-fly zones. So how did these so-called drones get the permission to fly over them? But this is not just going on in America. This is happening in Russia, China, New Zealand, United Kingdom, South America. And we're not talking about 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 drones, so-called drones. We're talking about swarms of them. Real talk. Got these white folks, these good old white folks, shook, doing a Harlem Shake. Reciting Mobb Deep song, Shook Ones. Because there ain't no such things as halfway crooks, either scared to death or scared to look. You shook. That's real shit. How does it feel? I just want to know. How does it feel? Don't feel too good. Out of all these years, you've been in full control. Now, in a matter of weeks, you see your life of white supremacy slowly but surely unraveling. And now, the minorities can see it live on TV that white supremacy actually has an Achilles heel. Straight up. That the reality of it is the reason why the federal government doesn't want to actually come out and say something is because, just maybe, they don't even know what the fuck it is. They have no clue as well. And they're scared. Because like I said before, these drones have been reported flying over military bases. It's called the International Stewart Airport in New York. Where they had to, they couldn't even fly any planes in or out of the airport. The federal government is telling us, let me take that back. The federal government is telling us that they're scared without even telling us. Straight up. That's real talk, man. This is it. This is the end. And what I mean by that, it's not the end of the world, of course, but it's the end of white supremacy, man. Whatever the outcome is, as far as dealing with these drones, we know that America ain't so strong like it's all hyped up to be. Because if it was, then why are these drones flying back and forth? Like, you remember when that balloon that China supposedly sent over here to spy on us? What happened to that? Whatever happened to that, it was shot out of the sky. For those that don't know, shouldn't they be doing that shit to the drones? So-called drones? What's stopping them? And I know what some of you all are going to say, well, if they shoot them out of the sky, some of them have been reported to be as big as school buses. And some the size of an SUV. Shooting something that big out of the sky and it lands on people, it'll kill them. That's my point, though. How can they be drones if they're the size of a school bus or an SUV? It's something that your government is not telling the people. Straight up. And I'm trying to understand it. I'm trying to get down to the bottom of it. Because whenever I walk into a federal building, all eyes is on me. But I can't even step foot in there. You want to know why? Because I don't have a real ID. In order to enter into any federal building, you have to have either have a real ID or a passport. A lot of these major cities, whether it be Charlotte, Atlanta, New York, they have all the state-of-the-art cameras everywhere in these cities. If I go to Uptown Charlotte, that we call our downtown Uptown, if I go to Uptown Charlotte, take 1 foot, they're recording that shit. I'm trying to understand, where's Big Brother at when you need him? I saw a documentary on how satellites have cameras where they could zoom in the hood and record a nigga selling a nick and dime sack of fucking weed. I'm trying to understand, where is Big Brother when you need him? Or has Big Brother met its match, where there's a bigger brother that's looking down on us and a little brother that we call or believe that's the Big Brother? That's real shit. And please, in the comment section, don't give me this shit like, man, this Jones, and don't give me all of this bullshit, man. For real. Don't feed into the hype. Because that's all part of white supremacy too. You feed into the hype. You believe whatever media tells you. You believe in whatever lie they tell you. And I've seen the footage of some of these so-called drones, and they don't look like drones at all. Matter of fact, to be real with you, some of these local cities, like in Jersey, as an example, the local police in that city, they've sent their own drones up to collect data, take pictures, record these so-called drones. And when they do, those so-called drones, which I call UAPs, UFOs, go dark. They turn their lights off and they speed out. They have the drones that we claim as drones. What they claim as drones are faster than the fucking drones that the police department has. Some people, have stated that these drones that that they're calling drones have traveled 60 miles, if not more, per hour. As they say, Houston, we got some shit on our hands. Houston, we have a problem. It ain't just Houston. It's everywhere. And I know the next thing is, oh man, it's our military. They're just doing testing. Okay, well, let me ask you this. If you think it's you fell into that hype. If it's our military, why do they have drones around the fucking whole world? And why are all these other countries allowing U.S. military to fly drones around in and around their countries or cities? It don't make sense. It don't add up. So therefore, I know what you're going to say. I know what you're going to ask me. What is your theory, Langston? Oh, I'm glad that you said that. I'm glad you said that. Now, before I get into my theory, I just want to let you know CBS had theirs, CNN had theirs, the governors of, whether it's New Jersey or New York, they had their own theories and opinions. So when I give you my theory and then you say, I want you to present the facts, I'm going to ask you to do the same thing for CNN, CBS, etc. Because this is just a theory. Not exactly based on facts. Now, what I believe these drones are doing, so-called drones, because I don't believe that they're drones. I think that they're scouting. They're scouters. And they're surveilling our landscape, like fucking knowing where everything is at. Whether it be the White House, our power grids, military bases. They're being strategic. Because I truly believe that this is a war. And we're at war, not even realizing it. They're scanning everything. And they're checking off their list. And you may say, well, what do you mean we're at war? What did we do? What have we done as American people? Our earthlings? We haven't done no wrong. That's bullshit. Human beings have damaged the planet, caused genocide. We are the cause of all of this wickedness that's going on in this planet. And there needs to be a cleansing. Real shit. There's too many greedy people on this planet, man. People that have intentionally sucked the blood out of innocent, pure people, as well as children. There's people out there touching children, mistreating children, abusing women, abusing their power. You got governments out here that are bought by corporations. You got corporations out here that are fucking people over. What do you mean that we haven't done anything wrong? The question is what have we done that was right? And for all those that have fucked people over, have been malicious, disrespectful, you're going to get what's coming for you. That's real shit. This is the reason why I believe, my theory, that people such as Mark Zuckerberg, Oprah Winfrey, and the likes are building bunkers as we speak. 9 times out of 10, they probably living in those bunkers right now. And only coming out if they need to. Because they know just how much they fuck people over. And they gotta pay for that shit. And don't think that you're gonna be able to hide in those bunkers. Don't think that your government is gonna protect you. Because they're not. We're talking about a group of beings that's so highly advanced to the point where there's no weapon on this planet that's going to be able to stop them. There's no army on this planet that can be able to stop them. It is what the fuck it is. That's real shit. See, you didn't listen to the Sumerians when they talked about the Anunnakis. You didn't listen to the Mayans. You didn't listen to the Aztecs. You didn't listen to the Egyptians. Because everybody has the same story of a group of beings that's coming back. And upon coming back, they are going to establish balancement on this fucking planet. Whether you like it or not, this is the end of white supremacy. Real shit. So I understand those that are shaking in their boots. Because they thought this day was never going to come. It was always going to be, I'm a proud American. I bleed red, white, and blue. Well, if that's the case, when it falls, you're best to fall with it. Straight up. Because as Beanie Siegels would say, you either get down or lay down. The first shall be last and last shall be first. Real shit. Judgment Day, my nigga. And I'm not here to call it like as if this shit gonna end tomorrow or next month or whatever. It's not what I'm here to, I don't know when. I ain't one of them. I'm a spectator just like everyone else. But see, this is the thing about me. I have no fear. I have no fear. Yeah, I made my little small personal mistakes in life, but not to the point where I fucked over millions of people. You're Bill Gates of the world. So I ain't got nothing to fear. All these people talking about some, man, I hope that, I hope it ain't a foreign countries that's flying these drones over our heads. It may be aliens. Well, if it's aliens, we okay. Well, see, this is the reason why you'll see non-blacks say that type of shit. Because, see, white supremacy controls the narrative when it comes to aliens. And when it comes to aliens, we truly believe, based on the movies and the books that we've read, how we've been indoctrinated, we truly believe that aliens are little people with big-ass green heads and black pupils. But what if I told you, now this is theory, what if I told you that, the aliens that I'm talking about, they're different. Some of them are human. Some of them you won't be able to tell the difference between, a human and them. But you can see it in their eyes that they're different. While some others are extremely different. Like they average from 9 foot to 15 foot tall. Nappy-headed, dark skin. Don't want to see them type of people. Especially when you've done your dirt to their family members here on earth. So yeah, this is the end. Whether we like it or not, the end of white supremacy. Straight up. I've never in my life. And if I don't get the chance, the opportunity to see the end of white supremacy, I can say this, I can go to sleep with a smile on my face, because I ain't never in my fucking life seen Caucasian people so shook. This is what it's like with them when they are in fear of losing control. I'm out.